Trainers, what is going on? Drewby here, coach of your New York Marauders, bringing you our Week 4 team builder, going up against Uzi and the Bullet Punch Club. Kelly had some personal things come up, and he's taking a leave over here, so Uzi is taking over for the Maryland Torterra Paints, and now it is the Bullet Punch Club, and the squad is right below me. So right off the bat, we have some crazy threats. The Sneasler is an absolute unit. Enamor's Therian, Phenomenal Fairy, Beautiful Mon, the Iron Tread, there's some good. And he has Zorak here, can also terrestrialize. The Mind Games are going to be up the freaking wazoo. He has Surge Surfer, he has Pink Urchin, Raichu Alola, he has Iron Tread, which also has not Surge Surfer. The Terrain Boost, Quark Drop, he has that going on. He has Surge Surfer Raichu, so there's a lot of shenanigans that can happen in this game, and we're going to do our best right now to answer every single thing. So, first and foremost, we have our boy Esteban, the beautiful, beautiful Mon over here. Powerball, High Jump Kick, Sucker Punch, and U-Turn. Now, Sucker Punch is iffy, but there's really nothing better in that slot that could, really cover things. Obviously, that Raichu Alola, if you do bring that is going to go Terra Fairy. Why is it going to go Terra Fairy? Well, if it doesn't go Terra Fairy, Brute Bonnet kind of really walls the hell out of it. And it also gets around bug attacks, like First Impression from the Slitherwing. Sucker Punch, obviously, Fairy Resist Dark, and that kind of thing. So I'm like 99.9% positive he's going to bring Terra Fairy Raichu this week. If Raichu doesn't come, then it's going to be Terra Captain Zoroark. But like I said, I'm pretty sure it's going to be the Raichu coming in hot. So we have Sucker Punch in case it doesn't terrestrialize, but pretty sure it will. Other than that, though, you outspeed everything we need to outside of a booster energy on the Iron Treads. We can outspeed the Sneasler, so that is what it is there. I mean, he doesn't have to bring max speed Sneasler, but I think he will just to outspeed the lovely Cinderace over here. Powerball and High Jump Kick are pretty obvious here. You know, Powerball hits everything really hard, like 2 shots, pretty much the whole entire squad. High Jump Kick, 2 shots to Vaporeon. And also, we have Sucker Punch for the Sterilege. Now, Sterilege is going to be a disaster for me, honestly, this week. I hate dealing with this thing right now. Between Swords Dance, Shadow Sneak, and whatnot. This is going to be an absolute doozy. We got to be very careful with this Cinderace while the Sterilege is around, because that thing is just going to be annoying. He gets one Swords Dance read, and I Sucker Punch into that. I might just lose to Shadow Sneak shenanigans, but hit thing is really annoying, so we just gotta be really careful with our Cinderace until that thing drops. Then, we're bringing a pretty standard Walk and Wake as usual, but we're going AV this week over a Berry. AV is nice. I mean, it's actually really solid, honestly. The Enamor's Therian's gonna do a lot less. Even Special Zoroark. Raichu Alola gonna do a lot less, so that's actually really nice here, man. That's actually really nice. And like I said, that Raichu Alola is going to go Fairy. And also, he goes Fairy against this thing. My Dragon Attacks don't work on it. I'm forced to Hydro Steam or Flamethrower into Sun and see what happens kind of thing. But we do have the AV. He's going to outspeed us. His double's better than my 1.5. So his double's going to be going first. And then he either voltages out or whatever. But that is our Quinn this week. Nothing too crazy as per usual. Torkoal. Same old over here. We might put on the Heat Rock instead of lefties, but we'll see. I don't know if I need 8 turns of the Heat Rock. The lefties might be better this week. Stealth Rock, Lava Plume, Earth Power, Rapid Spin. Nothing crazy here. This is pretty much a good answer for the Sterilege. We could just Earth Power, should 2-shot it, get him out of there. And it's just a nice special wall this week. Very specially bulky. A little bit of defense bulk in there. And then the usual HP investment. You're pretty good against Raichu also. Yeah, you're going to go Terra Fairy. But if you do, I can just do Lava Plumes in the Sun. That's still really going to hurt you. Raichu is really not that bulky. We resist Fairy. Yeah, we take a T-Bolt here and there, whatnot. But like I said, we are very specially bulky. We should be living attacks from it pretty damn well. If you have Side Shock, it's just Torkoal with base 140 defense. So, we're always cooking against that Raichu. So, Torkoal is going to be really good this week. Like I said, I might go Heat Rock instead because I feel like Torkoal is going to be sitting on the battlefield for a bit and wasting those Sun turns. So, I might go Heat Rock instead and just keep the longevity of the Sun going. But you also might bring some weather yourself. I don't know if you bring, a Rain Dance shenanigans or maybe Sand. I don't know. I don't think it's going to be happening, but we'll see. Then thank God for this Clodsire, man. Thank God this thing completely walls Sneasler. It forces Sneasler out every single time. I'm pretty sure we're going to lead this guy. In case you want to lead your Sneasler, go fake out on Burden Boost and then Shenanigans can entail. But I think I just go our boy Wumbo here. I set up the spikes. Get a few layers of spikes up. Now you have a few levitators, Mesprit, Enamorous, and actually, that's actually, I can't even talk. That's actually it over there. So we should be good. Just pure. We got like 196 defense. The rest in Spadef give us a little juice on the Spadef side there. EQ is obvious. Gunk shot for the Namorous Therium. And just a stab point shot. We're gonna risk the misses here. We go spikes for addition of the layer of. This could have been toxic. But I don't know. I'd rather go spikes here. Like, Toxic would be better against Vaporeon. But if I could, like, Gunk Shot, get some damage on the Vaporeon, and then maybe finish it off with somebody else, that might be the play. But we'll see. So Earthquake, Gunk Shot, Spikes, Recover. Nothing crazy here. Pretty standard one bump. Then we're bringing AV Slitherwing. This guy has EVs up the wazoo. We got some attack EVs. We got some defense EVs. We got some Spadef EVs. And we got some HP EVs over here. What is the goal of this Slitherwing? Slitherwing is actually a really good mon in this matchup. What we got going on right now, obviously, this is going to be an Iron Tread's answer. However, it's really not an answer, unfortunately. What do I mean by that? Well, if I'm my opponent, I'm bringing Zen Headbutt Iron Treads every day of the week for this thing. Now, if he's Jolly Iron Treads with the defensive EVs we have with the Impish Nature, we only could take 49% damage from a max roll Zen Headbutt. However, if he is adamant and he gets a boost to the attack, we just die to 2 Zen Headbutts no matter what. So if I switch this thing in, hoping for an EQ, an Iron Head, or something, and I catch a Zen Headbutt, and I see I take more than half, well, or I would literally see his booster energy give him an attack boost before, and if he goes booster energy, if he's not booster energy, then it's going to be more of a mind game. But that's the scary thing, man. That Iron Treads could really jack me. But even Iron Head, if he gets like a max roll twice, can two-shot me. But I don't think it's going to happen. I just really hope he, like I said, if I'm him and bringing Zen Headbutt, he might get in his own head and opt for, like, he's going to go, like, Rapid Spin, EQ, Iron Head, and then his last attack, maybe he doesn't even go Rapid Spin, but his last attack is going to be Knock Off, Zen Headbutt, or Mega Horn. So the thing is, he might psych himself out, go Mega Horn maybe, in case he really wants to just kill that Brute Bonnet. It's obviously times for a week, but then again, I get Terrace out the Bonnet, go Dark Fire or Grass, so I don't know, my friends. I don't know what's going to go down, but we will figure it out mid-battle. Like I said, if I'm him, I bring Zen Headbutt, because my only ground switch in is pretty much this thing right here, so that is why I would carry Zen Headbutt if I was him. So we got to watch out. We have Watchers Vaporeon, First Impression for the Mesprit in case we need that. Or just like a quick pinch priority move. Close Combat is obvious, and the EQ is pretty obvious as well over here. Wild Charge also hits Enamorous, and if we need to stay in against the Enamorous, we have the AV with 2 Volt Wild Charges, especially if he has his terrain up. 2 Wild Charges will indeed do a big chunk to that Enamorous. Worst case scenario, if he tries to go like Combine or something on me, we just sit there and Wild Charge. So that is our boy Goat this week. And then last but not least, this was originally going to be the Brute Bonnet, but I do not like Brute Bonnet this week. Sneasler jacks it up. Iron Treads could jack it up. Enamorous could jack it up, and it just becomes like this mind game. Like, I'm going to be Sucker Punch, I'm going to be... I don't want to do Sucker Punch shenanigans, and then my Terror type. If I go Terror Dark, well, now I'm dying to, like, Sneasler, I'm dying to Iron Treads a lot more easily. I'm dying to Iron Treads, probably goes Close Combat. I think, yeah, it's Close Combat. I'm weak to Fairy now, you know. Yeah, I'm immune to Psychic still, but, like... I'm against now Ceruledge, kid. I resist the Ghost, obviously, but now I'm neutral to Fire. If I go Terror Fire, now I resist the Fire attacks. I resist Fairy attacks, but now I'm weak to EQs. Sneasler can still jack me up. Vaporeon Surf can mess me up, you know. So it's like, I'm going to get a little risky this week and bring Terra Fairy on this Lagoon. Now, why am I doing that? Before I Terrasilize, Steel Dragon is a phenomenal typing. Just really bulky. I know EQ and fighting attacks can still mess me up, but I don't plan to stay Steel Dragon for long. I plan to go Terra Fairy ASAP, and then once I'm Terra Fairy, in case Regidrago gets out of hands, and I get some Dragon Dances and whatnot going. I just have this bad boy right here. Being Terra Fairy, the Dragon attacks will not work on me. And then I could just go for Ice Spinners. In case he gets terrain up, I could get rid of the terrain from the Pink Urchin. And I could also just do big damage to Drago. Even the Enamorous, I go Terra Fairy. Really can't do... Even if he just stays Enamorous, you know, I can just go Iron Heads against it. I can Ice Spinner the Arbalive if you bring it. I can Ice Spinner, like I said, just get rid of the terrain. We have Outrage Shield once the fairies are gone. If we get rid of Raichu, maybe even bring the Raichu or the Therian, we could just go for a big Outrage and start hurting things. And then we have Curse for the defense boosts and, attack boost as well. You're already really slow, so we're going to give it a speed drop here. You're mostly special defense unit. Obviously, we're evil at it, so our defenses are going to be absolutely insane. And this is basically an answer in case the Raichu, the Drago, or even like Calm Mind Enamorous Therian. This is basically a special wall for me this week, and I think you do a better job than Brute Bonnet. Yes, Brute Bonnet has Spore. Yes, Brute Bonnet is probably better against the Vaporeon, but like I said, between Sucker Punch shenanigans and whatnot, I just don't want to deal with that this week. And also, Zoroark might be just doing crazy things. So, Brute Bonnet is nice, but like I said, he has so many answers for just regular Bonnet and then my Terrestrialized Bonnet. And like I said, if Raichu wasn't a Terra Captain, I would 100% be bringing Bonnet this week. But like I said, he's pretty much going to go Terra Fairy, in my opinion, not Ice. And then once he does, Brute Bonnet, like, yeah, I could Bullet Seed it, but, like, I'm taking some big chunks from the Terra Bellis, from the Terra Fairy typing there. Even a U-turn, I'm times for a week to that, but he's not going to have U-turn on anybody, really. But just Bug attacks, I'm times for a week to that. I'm pretty sure Raichu Lola has really good coverage attacks and could just really jack me up. Ceruledge also, I feel like, can mess up. Like, he could just go, like, Safety Goggles Ceruledge. And then it becomes like, do I Sucker Punch? To see Swords Dance? I don't want those mind games. That basically what I want. I rather just have a clear-cut answer. I don't want Sucker Punch mind games. Yes, obviously Vaporeon would go down to Bullet Seeds, but again, I go Bullet Seed against it or something, or Seed Bomb against it, and you just bring in, like, Enamorous Therian. And what do I do to that thing? It resists Grass, it resists, Dark, you know, and I'm forced to switch out. So I think we're going to get away with Sliggoo this week. I hope it works out. Outrage isn't the best move on him because obviously I lock myself in, and then you have Fairy, Enamorous Therian and Fairy Raichu, or even Fairy Zoroark. But if we could get through those monsters, I think we do have answers for. We could definitely just go Outrage late game and just do some big chunks to people. And like I said, you get rid of terrain for me, and you are a worst case scenario, special defense, special wall for me that I really might need. And Steel Dragon's a great type of beforehand, you know? So, like, if he has, like, a Specs Raichu, he's locked into a Psychic attack, Electric attack, we don't have to Terrestrialize just yet. And, like I said, it covers the mons pretty well here. So, that's going to be our Sliggoo this week. We're also Fairy, so if we can resist the Sneezer's fighting attacks at the poison, but we'll see what happens, my friends. That is your team builder for week 4 of the PPL. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Hopefully it works out great. And like I said, I'm going to make an executive decision before the game starts. Do I want the Heat Rock or the lefties? We'll find out. I'm pretty sure I'm going to go Heat Rock, though, but we'll see. Anyway, guys, have a great day. Stay beautiful, stay healthy, stay sexy. We'll see you for the battle. Fancy outro, yeah. Was that good?